Lena, that's very appropriate because as they say, well, we always talk about that June gloom, but remember there's always something called May gray as well. And that's exactly what we've been dealing with today. We're seeing it out there in the forecast right now. Looks like the cloud cover might back off just a little bit. So we could see a little bit of sunshine into our inland spots. We were completely socked in for the most part today. We even saw some drizzle, and that's not out of the question as we head into the next 24 hours. As we get a look outside right now at radar, you're going to see, well, cloudy conditions out there. That marine layer is still quite deep, and we're still expecting again that chance of drizzle through the morning hours. Windy conditions today, especially in spots like the Antelope Valley. We're still dealing with some windy conditions right there for Palmdale, 17-mile-an-hour winds as we speak, coming out of the south there. Pretty calm otherwise, but we could see breezy to gusty conditions still tomorrow, and we're still dealing with a pretty gray forecast and temperatures still below average. Right now, temperatures outside into the 50s, the 60s, and that's about it. Right here at the Broadcast Center in Studio City, we're currently at 59. We'll tell you exactly how warm we're planning on getting tomorrow, or how cool for that matter. That's coming up in just a bit. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
It's May gray. Yeah. It's a lot of things today, and it was very appropriate considering, well, yes, first day of May, and we always talk about that June gloom, but we forget there's also a term called May gray, and that's what we see a lot this time of year. We see the grayer conditions, that cloud cover starting to build. Why does this happen around May and June? Well, as we take a look at Santa Monica right now, one of the spots where we do see a lot of fog around these months, the early summer months and the late spring months right there, well, we're actually seeing a big difference between the water temperature and the temperature of the land. So the land heats up a lot faster than the water, and that difference creates instability, and that's what creates a lot of that fog. So that's something we're seeing out there. We have a trough of low pressure actually hanging over us, so it's bringing in that onshore flow, pushing in the fog into the forecast as well. So again, we're going to be dealing with May gray, we're going to be dealing with June gloom, we're still dealing with it right now, and temperatures out there into the 50s and 60s, so below average temperatures earlier today. 60 currently in downtown, 59 in San Pedro, 59 in Laguna Beach, and you're going to see earlier today we made it to 62. Average is 74, so we were far below average, and well, take a look at that. Record numbers 89, did not get anywhere close to 89 degrees earlier today. Over the next 24 hours, 50s, more 50s and 60s, and yes, that sunshine, we could potentially see maybe a little bit of it, especially into our inland valleys tomorrow. We're not talking a lot of sunshine, though, along the coast. We're going to be pretty socked in, and pretty much everybody's still bracing for a little bit of drizzle in the morning hours. By Thursday, warmer temperatures, partly cloudy by Friday, and a mix of clouds and sun and warmer numbers, especially into our inland spots by the time we head into our weekend. Lena, back to you.
Okay.
And we're still looking at great conditions. How long will they last? We'll have your full forecast coming right up.
If you'd like to look sun-kissed, you might have to use a little extra tanning, self-tanning
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're not going to get it by going outside.
Exactly.
Right?
Well, I tried to get as much sun as I could this weekend, knowing that it was going to get foggier, and I got burnt pretty bad.
A little too much.
Yeah, a little too much. Yeah, I overdid it over the weekend. Yeah, it was beautiful, but of course I did know that the May gray, and well, May is here, was in the forecast, and here we are. It was nice and gray today. Even saw a decent amount of drizzle produced from all that thick fog earlier today. It really didn't break up, didn't get much sunshine whatsoever, but maybe bracing for a little bit of it as we head into tomorrow. We're getting a look tonight overlooking the basin. Take a look outside right now. Looks like we're seeing a little bit of clearing out there, and by tomorrow, well, we won't be as socked in, but at the coast, we're expecting pretty foggy conditions, and I will tell you we are continuing to see the fog over the next few days, especially along the coast, but we could see a little bit of sunshine peer out as we head into tomorrow. As we take you over to radar, you're going to see right here, well, cloudy conditions, that fog really holding strong all along the coast and still lingering into our inland valleys, into the basin. A little breezy out there, especially in the high desert, but other than that, we're looking at temperatures into the 50s with pretty calm conditions. 57 in San Dimas. Downtown, you're at 59. Laguna Beach at 59 as well, and moving it over to Malibu, you're at 58. And finally, Santa Clarita, you're at 54 degrees. So we were well below average today. 62 was the forecast high in downtown. Average is 74. So we didn't get anywhere close to 74, didn't get anywhere close to record temperatures, and still not getting close over the next 24 hours, even though we could expect to maybe see a little bit of sunshine as we head into the afternoon hours, probably just into our inland valleys. And you're going to see temperatures, the high desert actually a little warmer, a little more sunshine there. Other than that, though, Woodland Hills 67, Anaheim 65, downtown you're at 66, and Santa Monica you're at 64 degrees. So still on the cooler side, still below average. Onshore flow still dominating the forecast. Low clouds and fog still a big factor. With that, we're still talking patchy drizzle. And again, as we mentioned earlier, possibly a little bit of clearing into our inland spots. So let's take you through Futurecast. You're going to see to the overnight hours there, we're expecting a bit of drizzle, and that could continue through the morning hours. By 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, it's gloomy, it's gray, and maybe even a little bit wet from the drizzle. By 3 o'clock in the afternoon, actually looking at maybe a bit of sunshine making its way into the forecast. And other than that, well, we're just bracing for more of it as we head into the later part of the week. For now, though, that trough still holding strong over Southern California. We're still looking at clouds, still looking at drizzle in the forecast. As we head toward the weekend, a little bit of a ridge of high pressure building into the forecast. What does that mean for us? A little bit of a warm up, maybe a little more sunshine for the basin in Orange County. 60s flirting with 70 by Thursday. By Friday in your weekend, we're up into the 70s, and one more 5-day forecast for you this evening. Want to show you that we're eventually warming up as we head to the weekend. Same sort of pattern. Morning drizzle, mostly cloudy for your Thursday. Some sunshine by your Friday with low clouds and, well, not a lot of changes as we head into your, Saturday and your Sunday as well. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. And we're getting a look outside this evening. Still foggy. How long will this May gray last? We'll have the answers coming right up.
Let's check in with Evelyn Taft.
All right. Well, you know what? What happened today was what we call May gray, and tomorrow more of it. It's pretty appropriate because May is here and we're starting to get some of that fog in the forecast. It's starting to thicken up, and while we're dealing with a bit of drizzle into the overnight and morning hours, I will tell you maybe squeezing out a little more sunshine inland tomorrow, and that's going to continue to be the case as we head through the week. For now, pretty cloudy out there, low cloud cover dominating the forecast again. Drizzle expected, patchy drizzle expected, just as we saw earlier today. You'll see wind-wise, it's much calmer, a little windy for the high desert, 15-mile-an-hour winds there. And temperature-wise, well, we're in the 50s for the most part. 57 San Dimas, Riverside 58, downtown 59, and San Pedro, you're also at 59 degrees this evening. Earlier today, we made it to 62. Average is 74, so we were well below average. We're staying below average over the next few hours. You'll see that, 50s, upper 50s by the afternoon. We're getting up into the 60s. That's the extent of it with the exception of the high desert and parts of the IE getting up into the 70s. Anaheim 65, downtown 66. Santa Monica 64, and Woodland Hills, you're getting up to 67 degrees. So I want to take you through Futurecast really quick here. You'll see a little bit of patchy drizzle. That's coming up in a minute. Before that, onshore flow, low clouds and fog. There's that patchy drizzle. And finally, we are looking at maybe some partial clearing into your inland spots. And you'll see that on Futurecast right here. You'll see that we're dealing with a little bit of fog and maybe even a little bit of drizzle. The green on your screen indicating just that. That should be continuing through the morning hours. Even by the afternoon, we're still dealing with fog by 3 o'clock. A little more sunshine for you, and you'll see that in your 5-day forecast. The coast being the exception, looks like we will stay pretty socked in for the remainder of the day. For the valleys and the Inland Empire, socked in the morning, maybe a little bit of sunshine by the afternoon, along with that cloud cover. Warmer as we head toward the weekend. So again, that's for the valleys and the Inland Empire. For the basin in Orange County, same thing goes. We're dealing with cloudy conditions and drizzle in the morning, clouds and sun by Thursday, some clouds, but warmer by the time we head to Friday and your weekend as a little ridge of high pressure builds. And you'll see for the beaches, we're socked in tomorrow. We're still talking drizzle, mostly cloudy by your Thursday, a little more sunshine as we head toward the weekend, partly to mostly cloudy though at the coast, with temperatures really only getting up into the mid to maybe upper 60s. Rick and Sharon, back to you.
Okay.